Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. I saw you on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a new Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, June's Path. So y'all, before we jump into it, just wanted to let y'all know that our Patreon is now for as little as $5. Y'all can help support the channel and get some awesome rewards like permanent access to our community Discord server and full access to upcoming Not Safe for Work videos. Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright. Yo, you're supposed to be on my side here.
Says who?
This is the marriage certificate we have framed in our bedroom.
As far as I know, all that says is that we're legally married. I don't remember reading any passages saying that you must side with your spouse at all times.
You two are really mean sometimes, you know.
And now Atsushi-san is hanging his head down, shoulders sagging, pouting and dejected.
Quite a pitiful sight for a man his age.
Oh, hush, honey, you know we're just joking.
I guess. Anyway, back to you, Yuichi-kun. Boy, he sure bounced back pretty fast. One thing that I've always been curious about, what made you take up tennis in the first place? You play with so much passion on the courts, I always wondered what made you choose the sport.
Huh, I've been interviewed a few times, but no one has ever bothered to ask me that question.
I know, I've read all your interviews and never saw that question anywhere. That's why I wanted to ask.
I can't tell whether I should be disturbed by this statement or not. My own father taught me to play tennis as a child, and I ended up sticking with it. Didn't really notice at first how good of a fit it was for me. Honestly, nowadays I can't even begin to imagine my life without it.
Oh, that's such a prim and proper answer. Your father really raised you well. I would really like to meet the man that raised one of my favorite tennis players.
Ha ha ha.
June chokes on his food, coughing and hacking to try and steady his breathing again. I give him a few taps on the back to help him out.
Dad?
What? What's with that reaction? Are you alright?
I'm fine, but you really shouldn't ask.
Huh? Why not?
I already told you not to worry about it, June. I'm used to it. I get asked about my dad all the time by teachers, coaches, and the likes. My father is deceased, Atsushi-san. He died in an accident 12 years ago. It was a hit and run. Both of June's parents immediately freeze at my words. Yui-san glares at her husband before reaching out to put a hand on top of my own. Atsushi-san struggles to come up with words, uselessly muttering incoherently to himself. I'm really sorry to have brought something up like that, Yuichi-kun. It was tactless. No, really, you guys don't have to worry about it. It's something that happened a long time ago. It's not a big deal anymore. I really wish people would stop trying to be so considerate over it. It's a lot harder to try to act like nothing happened when everyone is so concerned about my feelings all the time. I hate being put on the spot like this. You don't have to feel upset or anything by this. There's no way anyone could know without being told, so really, it's not your fault.
I'm really sorry.
Again, it was nothing. Please stop apologizing. It just makes it all that much harder to pretend it never happened. So, Atsushi-san, you're a police officer, right? Well, what's that like? I try to get them to change the subject of conversation, both for my own sake as well as theirs. From behind the table, I feel something soft rubbing against my back. June flashes me a smile. Is he trying to comfort me? In that case, the thing rubbing against my back is probably his tail, right? I make sure to smile back at him. Bless his heart. He's trying to make me feel better, even though I'm insisting that everything is fine.
Well, it's a lot less glamorous than it sounds. I just go on patrols quite often. Sometimes alone, sometimes with a partner. I mostly just patrol around the downtown area. So it's really just a lot of walking, some driving, and mostly just general boredom.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Don't let Dad fool you. He loves his job anyway. Oh.
I never said I didn't love it. I just said it wasn't as exciting as some people would think.
To be honest, not many things are as exciting as others think.
That's true, too.
I don't know. I would take being a police officer over what I do any day. What is that you do, Yui-san? Well, right now I'm working 2 jobs. On weekdays, I'm a saleswoman at this precious little boutique downtown. On weekends, I help with stocking at a perfume store.
Stocking?
Again, don't be fooled. Mom works with the stocking department by doing count and general logistics. She doesn't carry anything.
Oh. This family loves giving people the wrong idea, don't they?
The look on your face was priceless, though. For just a second, you were thinking, just how strong is this woman, weren't you?
I take it back. Every last person in this house is nuts. Second, y'all. Coffee time.
Oh, nothing like coffee sweetened by honey. Delicious.
The happy-go-lucky levels are off the charts here. It takes me almost 2 hours to finally get June all the way through his homework. I swear, I've never seen someone as bad with math as this guy. Still, after that trial is over, he comes outside to see me off.
Are you sure you don't want to talk? You want me to walk you home? No, I'm fine. My house isn't that far away.
Plus, I don't trust you walking around the streets at night. If you're capable of getting lost in broad daylight, I'm not going to take my chances. Thank you for having me over for dinner. It was really fun, even if we didn't plan for it. Agreed. We should do that more often. And thanks for dropping by to visit me. I really appreciated having company today. I really hated being cooped up in the house with no one to really talk to. That's kind of your own fault. You're the one who told us not to visit. I guess that's true. Kind of dug my own grave there. Well, just try not to get put under house arrest again, and this won't be a problem. I kind of want to object to you calling it a house arrest, but it's kind of fitting in a way. Isn't it? June's tail lazily waves from side to side. The calm, refreshing breeze ruffles through our fur. At this moment, I feel oddly satisfied for some reason. Spending this day with June was much more rewarding than I thought it'd be. I don't remember enjoying myself like this in years. Man, I guess I've really come to appreciate his company too, huh? I didn't realize how much I'd missed in the past few days. I guess I'll see you at school tomorrow then. Yeah, why don't you drop by the music room after class? It's been a while since I played for you. Of course, I can't wait to hear your piano again. Just don't go tripping on any shoelaces, okay? Yeah, I'll make sure to double check before I get up and try and walk. Have a good night, June. See you tomorrow. Good night. I begin my short walk home. As I turn around to look at his house one last time before turning at the intersection, I see the little tiger still hanging around at the front. He waves at me once he realizes I can see him, bringing another smile to my face. May 22nd, Monday. I reach the door to my classroom, already panting and dripping with sweat. I decided to leave the house an hour early so I could visit a store downtown. I didn't expect the trains to have all stopped due to an accident just 20 minutes later. In the end, I had to get a cab and then run half the way here due to the traffic jam it creates. Damn it! I'm finally here! I slump onto my chair with no care as to how I look. All I want right now is to be able to sit somewhere and rest. God damn it, why does Saitama have to be so big? Iwichi-san? Hey, I didn't see you there when I got in. What happened? You're dripping in sweat, and why are you so late? I had to deal with a traffic jam. What? But you walked to school. Unfortunately, I picked the worst possible day to run an errand before class. Oh, that sounds really bad. Honestly, it was just some stupidity on my part. It was the kind of thing that totally could have waited until later, but I decided to do it now and screwed it up. By the way, where is everyone? I noticed that the class is more or less deserted right now. I only see a few of my classmates hanging around at the time. Not even the teacher is here. Yeah, do you even know what time it is? The time? I hadn't bothered to check the time on my way over because I honestly didn't think it was taking me that long. Hesitantly, I reach into my bag and pick up my phone for what I'm sure will be a terrible realization. What? It's lunchtime already? How did you even manage to get here without noticing all the people walking through the hallways? Ugh, I was in such a hurry that I didn't even think about it. That sounds like a pretty careless thing to do. I don't want to be hearing this kind of thing from you of all people. There's barely any time for me to eat. I'd suggest you get to it. But I just ran to school. If I eat now, I'll get sick. Oh, I have an idea. June walks away from me without another word. He walks up to each of our classmates still in class, which at this moment is about 5 or so people, and quietly talks to them for a bit. They all smile and nod something at him. One even gives him a thumbs up. They have no idea what they're talking about, though, as even with me straining my ears, I still can't make out the words they're saying. Okay, let's go. Go? Go where? Just follow me outside, and bring your bag. Okay. June walks me to the roof with an incredibly self-satisfied smile on his face. Ta-da! Second, y'all. Water time. Or coffee time. Oh, yep, I'm right. Coffee's done. Water time. Oh, great. Now water's done. I have no water. No water. I'm gonna die of thirst. So melodramatic. Okay. Ta-da! I don't get it. You like it up here on the roof, right? So I thought bringing you here would be a good idea. June, as much as I appreciate the gesture, that doesn't solve the problem of the... That. Heh, way ahead of you. I talked to all of our classmates and explained your circumstances. They'll agree to say nothing to the teacher. Then when you come back to class, you can just tell the story again and you won't get an absence. Huh? That's your great idea? Yeah, why? Isn't it pretty clever? I expected nothing, and yet I am still disappointed. We passed by a ton of people on our way here, remember? Do you really think all of them are from other classes? Ah! He gasped dramatically at the realization.
Jeez, realize these things sooner. Oh no, the only flaw in an otherwise perfect plan. I'm not even gonna bother coming up with a response to that. Well, I guess this is fine. It is? I could try to hold on to the hope that no one from our class seeing me walk by noticed what happened. I guess that's one way to look at it. Maybe they'll just stay quiet because they don't want you to get in trouble. The people I talk to regularly probably would. I can't say the same for the others, though. You're the one who said to hold on to hope. Stop being so negative. Right. My bad. By the way, it's not that I want to keep poking flaws in your otherwise perfect plan, but shouldn't you be in class at least? Nope, I'm in the infirmary. He said that with so much gusto and cheeriness that I almost don't want to ask the question that obviously comes to my mind, but... Won't your disguise get found out when the teacher asks the school doctor if you were really there? Nah, they don't bother checking anymore. I'm in there way too often for them to check each and every time. Wait, what? You are? Kinda. I mean, it's not that often. It's just that I have a weak constitution, so my parents want me to get checked up often. I know I'm kind of dense at times, but this excuse is downright insulting to me. Especially the stuff I've heard the past few days. There's just no way I can believe this. Is that really why? June looks away, not bothering to say anything. If all he does is avoid my gaze and we can't even have a conversation at all. This isn't even the first time he's done this. He always tries to avoid answering my questions about his health or his past. It's reached a point where I'm even finding it out, where even I'm finding it obvious. Maybe I'll... yeah, let's press him for info. I'm curious. All this secret keeping is starting to annoy me. Come on, June, I know you're hiding something from me. That's not true. Come on, this isn't the first time. You're not exactly good at keeping secrets. You let a lot of minor comments slip all the time. Anyone could piece together the fact that something's up. Do you think I'm stupid or something? What? No, of course not. Then what? Can't you just tell me what it is? You really think my opinion of you is going to change if you do? It's not as if it hasn't already become obvious that you have some sort of medical issue. Come on, June. Please don't give me the silent treatment. I don't want to talk about this, please. I sigh, rubbing at the bridge of my nose and attempting to calm myself down. Even though I know there's something being hidden, I can't know how major it is or isn't. Not only that, I get the fact that everyone has things they don't want to speak of, but... my curiosity is burning up wanting to know what it is. Not only that, I do feel a little insulted that he feels he can't open up to me about it, but I also know that demanding he tell me isn't what a friend should do. If he's this uncomfortable with it, asking him further would just make things worse. It's hard to control myself when I want to know this badly. Alright, fine. I'll leave it be for now. You do realize that at this point you've already all but confirmed that you were hiding something, though, right? He merely smiles sadly, not even looking at me properly. I guess I can't really expect him to be forthcoming about it, huh? I should just change the subject and try to avoid upsetting him even more. Can I ask a question not related to this subject? What is it? I noticed when I got to class that you were alone. Had Sai and Shuichi already left by the time I arrived? Oh, that. They actually both texted to tell me that they wouldn't show up because they were busy. They said they also texted you before class even started, but that you never even read it, so they decided to message me instead. Oh, crap. Yeah, once I found out why you were late, I kind of figured out why you never saw their messages. There you go, water time. Let me know if I messed up there, y'all. Hang on a second, I should probably answer them and tell them why I didn't say anything sooner. That's probably a good idea, yeah. Hey, sorry, something came up. Brain check or something? Brain check on lunch? Didn't see previous message. Am with June now. Was late to class. Talk to you later. A bit busy today. Can't go to lunch. No worries. Was late to class. Talk to you later. I type a quick message to the two of them explaining why I didn't answer sooner and send it so they at least won't worry about me. I know they won't read it until after class, but I'd rather do it now so I won't forget later. Did they say anything about why they didn't show up? There's nothing on the message talking about it. Yeah, they didn't tell me at first either, so I had to ask. They said their classes were working on their displays for the festival, so they wouldn't be able to. Really? Because our class was doing no such thing. Yeah, I'm actually a little worried because there hasn't been much work put into it at all so far. The festival's in less than 2 weeks. I sure hope we'll be able to put things together in time. Yeah, now that I think about it, the previous 2 years we only had a handful of people who actively worked on organizing the festival. Most of them are in Class 3A this year, though. I guess it makes sense. If they're in advanced classes, then that means they're usually going to be more responsible. That's not really an excuse. Mizuguchi-san's 3C is also working on it. I guess that's true. Then again, Saya is one of the people that loves the school festival and always puts a lot of work into preparing it. And I'm sure she'd intimidate anyone who tried to skimp out on work. Sorry you had to eat all by yourself today. It's alright. It was just a little boring, that's all. I did talk to some of our classmates for a bit, but they all eventually left to do other stuff. The ones who stayed behind me were either already with friends or were people I didn't know at all. I don't blame you. I've been with... Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Let me know if I fucked up in the comments on that little part right there. And don't forget to check out our Patreon, y'all. It really helps the channel. Anyway, I love you all. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye!